everyone, Cherie here from Canberra in Australia. Hi if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. I'm not sure why, but I'm really nervous today, and I set everything up for this video and I almost packed it all away again. So I'm not sure what's going on hormonally here, but I'm feeling a bit jittery. So hubby's gone to work. He just left half an hour ago, and Bubs is sleeping, so hopefully she lasts the video. I have a feeling it's going to be a long one based on the piles of stuff around me. So settle in, get a cuppa, and get your stitching if you like, and let's have a little bit of a chat. Kids are in school and we will persevere. I'm gonna have to go pick them up, so I can't take too long to make this video. Sorry, that was really squeaky. Okay, so what should I start with? There's so much to talk about today. I'm a bit overwhelmed with all my piles. So you know what I'll do? I won't show you that yet. Let's start with whips. Let's do that. Whips. Let's grab whips. Excuse me. Alright, so I'll start with this one. I have only been working on 2 whips. One because I really want to get one in particular finished, and I have been trying to make all of the magical stitches. Everyone's doing magical stitches and literature, Facebook stuff. Everyone's doing it, and I wanted to do it too. I tried to signed up sort of early February, I think. It was the second year that I signed up, and maybe it was late February. I don't know. I signed up in February and I didn't really get anything done for a little while. I think it was the first few weeks that I tried, but I couldn't do it. But now I'm getting all my homework done. I'm really happy. I'm working on extra credits, and we'll see how we go. So, oh, that's a pattern. I don't want to show you that. I don't want to show you the pattern. I want to show you the picture. Where's the picture? Here's the picture. So, this is what we've been working on. Clouds Factory, Sesame Street. I will insert where I was up to. I actually don't remember. I think I was partway through Elmo, and I think I was partway through Elmo, and I had done Ernie, and I had done Bert, or I had mostly completed those ones. There we go. So my daughter's been helping me with this one, which we will get more to a little bit later. I've started filling in the word Sesame Street, finished Elmo, Bert and Ernie were already done. We did Oscar, we did Big Bird, and the Count. Now, I've made changes on this, and I also need to talk about I told my husband, never let me do this again. Just don't do it. What's going on in my eye? Lack of sleep. Don't let me. If I ever talk about stitching with this blended, just remind me. Say, just, I don't know, reach through the camera and just give me a good old whack, because it was horrible. It was horrible. I grid with this all the time, and it's fine. I normally tie a knot onto my needle so that it doesn't slip, because it's really slippery, and then just grid, and it can be a bit fiddly even then, and I should have thought of that when I decided I was going to stitch with this. Essentially, I was being lazy. I didn't want to go buy a silver sparkly thread. I didn't want to buy a metallic in this. I just already had this, and I thought, I'll just use this. Let's give it a go. No. I used it on the trash can, the garbage can, the silver there, and it sparkles really well, but it was a nightmare. It was tangling and knotting, and nearly every stitch I did, it was just causing me a horrible, horrible time. I used Petite Treasure Braid blended in the darker ones, and that didn't give me any trouble at all because it's Petite Treasure Braid. But that's sulky. I've got stuff everywhere. I'm not organised. Well, no, I'm not organised. So I've been using my Floss Buddy for this, Karina Bags Plus. I did a review of her bags. I'm completely in love. Thank you so much, Michelle. So this is my Floss Buddy that I'm using for Sesame Street. Because I had extra pockets, I just put the labels of each bobbin up the top. Because I had them in floss away bags with the label stuck on the outside, with the symbol stuck on the outside, because that's how I like to do it, sort of like this. I've still got a label here. I've still got one bag here because I was keeping that sulky in it, like that. So I had the symbol and the number on it, like I do there, but I just cut a piece of paper out instead and stuck it on there and stuck it above it so that it was just going to be easier that way, and had all those extra pockets, so I went with it. And what I've done as well is Karina put this clip on there for me, and I put all my whispers and the treasure braid just onto there because they have that hole in it. So the changes I have made to this is Elmo is a blend of the called for DMC and this whisper on his red fur. Bert and Ernie have pure black whisper, not blended, 2 strands for their hair, so doubled over, loop method. Oscar is a blend of the called for DMC in the dark green with that, the called for DMC and this brown in his eyebrows. And then the treasure braid, the dark one for the dark parts of his garbage can, trash can, and the sulky blended with the DMC for the lighter parts. Big Bird is a blend of whisper again, DMC and those 2 yellows there, so that yellow and that yellow. If anyone's interested, I can send this all to you. And I actually changed the count. I gave him a goatee because he didn't have a goatee. So, look, am I getting close enough? He's just grey there with his coat. He has no goatee, but the count has a goatee. So I gave him one. And that is Whisper, Black Whisper again. And then I just use normal DMC for the rest of it. I have Cookie Monster and Grover to go, and they're both just going to have that blue blended with the Whisper, like the blue Whisper blended with the DMC as their fur. And Cookie Monster, I'm hunting out some black beads for Cookie Monster's 3 little chocolate chips. So, yeah. I don't know if you cared about all of that. Like I know what's going on with me today. Being waffly. So yeah, let me pack up because you know, wouldn't be a Cherie video unless I packed up completely. So yeah, Floss Buddy, love it. I brought all my Floss Buddies out. So wonderful. And let me pack this up. Okay. So yes. Here we go. Sesame Street. It's on 28 count lugana. Picture this plus heroic. Yes, heroic. Alright. Put it right away. Alright, I'm good. Now, the next one I want to show you, I'm going to try, because I have, sneak peek, because I have so much around me, I'm going to try and pack up a little extra today, because I'm already feeling overwhelmed. Sneak peek! Okay. I mentioned, and I don't think I articulated very well what I wanted to say in the last video, but I have made my first design, or I have charted my first design, and I'm stitching up the model stitch. And I showed a floss toss, not very well either. I showed a floss toss last time. But I have done half of the border. Now, my plan is, I'm going to show you, so I have hay fever because it's autumn and my nose is driving me mad. It's giving everything I can do not to like scratch it and blow it and go crazy. So, I've done half of the border. I have another half the bottom of the border to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the half that I've done, and then I'm going to stitch the other half, and once the border is complete, I'm going to release the chart. So I would like to get the whole thing done up, but to be honest with you, I don't get a lot of time to stitch, and I don't want it to take a super long time. So I think probably 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll be ready to release it. Sounds like baby's waking up. Yes, she is. So, where I'm going. Yes. I think I've explained myself well enough there. So here we are. This is the top of the border. What do you think? So, covered in roses, like I mentioned last time, needs to have roses. This is on a limited edition piece of colour and cotton, 36 count. I'm stitching over 2. Because I wanted it to really be quite bold. It's stitched in the fancy floss. There is a DMC conversion. It's stitched in Weeks and Gentle Arts. Now, on my chart, I'm going to have how much, hold this up, I'm going to have how much fancy floss and DMC it apparently uses according to this program, but I think it might use a little bit more than what it said. Like, it says it's going to use 1.2 skeins of Presidential Blue Gentle Arts, but I think it's going to use 1.4 skeins minimum. And I think that is because, you know how when you finish stitching, let me get the so when you finish stitching with your length of thread, sometimes you have like that much left over, and that's not enough for you to keep using, because I pre-cut them. Like, I snip the ends and then pull one strand off at a time. And even if I didn't, you'd probably still do that, because that's what happens. And I think that's where the discrepancy is. I think this program is not allowing for that. So I might, because I haven't actually created the PDF yet, I might go in and edit that and just add a little bit to it, because I don't want to cut people short. And I know it says it's 1.2 skeins, so you'll probably buy 2 skeins if you were buying it. But if you had a tiny little bit of this left already, like that much, and you thought, oh, that's 0.2 of a skein, I'll just go buy 1 more, then you might get irritated because you might run out. So, yeah, And I think last time I also said I'm 100% happy with the design. I'm great with it. I don't know why I said that, because I've been fiddling with it off and on for quite a while, like adding a stitch here and taking away a stitch there and changing this colour and changing that up and stuff. I don't know why I felt like I was 100% happy, because I've been making little alterations, but I have decided that now this is what I'm going to produce, and I am happy with how it is stitching up. I really like it. I hope you really like it too. And as I said, I was going to donate some of this, some of the proceeds of this to charity. I'm going to do that. I'm not sure whether it will be for the first 3 months or the first 6 months or what it's going to be, but or exactly how much. I'm going to, like, what percentage of it is yet. I haven't sort of 100% nutted that out. I haven't 100% nutted out exactly what. I'm not sure, like, how do you work out how much you charge for a chart? I don't know how you do that. A lot, like, this is a big chart, but I don't know. Anyway, there it is. So this is dedicated to Michelle and her papa. Like I said, I don't think I was very eloquent when I explained it last time. So Michelle did a video, was it 89? I can't remember the number now, I'm sorry, Michelle. But it had a tissue warning on it. So if you scroll through it, it has the tissue warning. And she shared some really personal stuff. And I feel like even though I get on here and I have a little bit of a spiel and I tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life, I don't really get that personal. And that's because I'm scared. I'm scared to get that personal on the internet with people. And Michelle, like, when you said you needed a tissue warning, boy did I ever, because I had tears rolling down my face when you were telling me your story. And it really inspired me. So when I had an idea to do a chart, I really had you in mind. I really had Michelle in mind, because of that story that she told. So that is, I would like to be able to open up to you more, and I hope so that I will be able to in the future. I don't know if I'm quite ready yet, but this is how I'm going to open up. I'm going to share stuff through cross stitch with you, like actually through stitching, as opposed to my stories as of yet. I will give more information on this in the next video, because there's a poem in there that I wrote myself, and there's other stuff in there, and you'll get the idea of why it is titled Within Our Hearts. So there you go. So now I've been blabbering. Blabber, 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 blabber. So now that I've been blabbering about, that's both of my whips. What can I show you next? Alright, what I'm going to do is, my daughter has a whip, my 4-year-old. She was helping me pull through on Sesame Street. I poke the needle through, she pulls it up, I poke it down, she pulls it down, blah blah blah. Can you, baby? What I'm going to do is I'll film me showing it to you, but if I can get a little footage of her showing it to you instead, I will insert that here. But if I can't, you'll just see me showing it to you now. So I'll cut this out if I can get the video of her, and you'll see her. If not, then I'll show you this going to stay asleep. Oh, she's not asleep, I don't know if she's going to stay quiet. We'll see. She's up. No, she's not. Okay. They've just gotten home from school and daycare, so they're a bit of a mess. Carla, come here, Bobby. Come here. What's this?
It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow. What is this? Can you show the camera? Can you show here what it is? Oh. What'd you do?
I did sewing.
You did some sewing, some stitching?
Yeah.
Did you use this? What's that?
A needle.
Yeah, your needle.
Yeah, cry
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow when Sebastian's sleeping, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Well done. I think Sebastian wants to hop up now. Can he hop up quickly?
Okay.
Alright, you want to show everyone as well, do you, buddy? Oh, look, leave that.
You did make
Leave that yucky cord, yucky cord.
You did make
Yeah, come here. You made it. Come here, come here, come here.
You make my car already.
Come on,
Show
wanna show
me.
you? Wanna show?
No.
You don't want to? He's grumpy.
Flowers.
It is Carla's. Do you want to show the camera or not? Do you want to hop up?
No.
No, you don't? That's okay. Alright. So that'll be inserted and I'll see you in a second. So, if I am back and I've inserted the picture of my daughter, Alex is here. If I didn't and you just watched me showing you, Alex is still here. She's cute, isn't she? She's got cradle cap. You got cradle cap, don't you? All my kids have cradle cap. Apparently, it's the like mild form of eczema, and all my kids get eczema. So, can I keep this going with a baby in my arms? I don't know. Can I? Can I? Plans. Should we do plans or purchases? Let's do them together. Let's do plans and purchases together. This is still plans, purchase. Shadow Lane works. What? What's wrong? What's the matter? You grumpy? Right? What's the matter? Hey? Grumpy girl? She hates being near the computer. I don't know why. Careful, honey. Keep flinging your head about. What's wrong? Mommy's gonna have to cut out all your crying. Okay. Shh. Yeah, I know. Let's go. Okay. Workshop number 3. Still plans to do that. I've decided to use the called for threads, a violin serenade. I decided that because I have the kits with all the called fors in all the next workshops, next 3 after this. So I just want to do them all in all the called fors, so I can called for, so I can frame them, and that's all called for, and then I can play around with the other threads for other stuff. So that's the plan. I don't know when I'm going to get to that because I want to use my 11 by 11 inch Q snap, and I only have one, and I don't want to take the project that's on it off it. So, excuse me. I'm really all over the place. What should I show you? Let's show you this bag. Alex looking sad. Bags Plus, Karina. I have this bag. I was going to put my Heaven and Earth in it, but because I have so much excess fabric, that's what the 11 by 11 Q snap is the Heaven and Earth. Comfort. I have so much. Oh my god, Alex. What are you doing? Pulling my hair. You're flinging about. You're hungry. You just ate not long ago. I might have to stop and feed her. She's been wiggly. I think she does that when she's tired now too. She rubs her head on you. There we go. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the 11 by 11, because there's so much excess fabric, it was just a little too big to sit in here. So I have Sesame Street in this project bag, and then on the other side, because this floss buddy doesn't fit in the project bag with Sesame Street in it, and all the scissors and all that, because I have an extra pocket in that project bag to keep scissors and stuff. I just have my project bag. Floss buddy and the project bag in there. So thank you. Love it. It's the greatest. I'll do this one because it's within my purchase because it's amazing. You love him? I showed these in the Bags Plus review because they're all Bags Plus, and I'm getting glare, so it's hard to see his face. But I love his face. I love it so much. Now, this is, it's going to sound crazy. Tangent, I'm just going to story time it. This will be like a 2-hour video. These carousels remind me of Disneyland. I love Disney, love it. We go to Disneyland about every 3 years now. We try to. And we took my daughter there when she was 1. We're going this year when she's 5. So she was 1.5 when we went. And it was before, was she 1.5? I don't know. Yeah, 1.5, okay. We got half an hour. Babs just ate. The bald spot. Sorry, pointing out your bald spot. She just ate, so hopefully it doesn't puke on me. I got half an hour before I got to pick up my daughter, so this might be like across a couple of days, this video. We'll see. Carousel horses, we went to Disneyland, and she loved the carousel, which is crazy because we're in Australia. We flew all the way to Disneyland, like all the way to America. Oh my gosh, stop pulling my hair, Bobby, it hurts. Ow, 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 ow. All the way to America for her to ride a carousel, like over and over again. She loved it. She loved Mickey and everything else, so it was still worth it, but I don't know. I just really like carousel horses now. They just remind me of my daughter. And I love my daughter. So I'm going to pack everything up, my piles and piles, because the kids will go crazy over it. I'm going to go pick up my daughter and my son. I'm going to pick my daughter up from preschool, my son from daycare. My husband is working tonight until late, so I've got to get them all 3 of them to sleep on my lonesome. This is the 4th week in a row people do that. It's wearing me down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pack everything up. I'm going to get it all back out again tonight. We're going to lose the light, and that's a shame, but there's nothing we can do about it. Babies will be babies. And, you know, in a few years, they'll all be not babies. And then a few years later, they'll all want me at home and I'll miss them. So, it's okay. It's okay. I'll see you in a tick. Oh my gosh. Afternoons are hard. They're just hard. Kids are all asleep. Touch wood. I don't know where I was up to. I think I would have just said that I was going to cut to later tonight because it wasn't working out. Poor Alex has had a really rough day, and she's not been sleeping all day ever since I started trying to record pretty much this afternoon. And then I picked up the kids, and I mean, they're a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and it's just hard work. And daycare keep letting him sleep after 3. Like at home, he has his nap between 9 and 10 because he gets up at 4 a.m. So he has his nap between 9 and 10. He will go down and have about 2 hours. And at daycare, I get there after 3 and he's asleep, which means it's really hard to get him to sleep at night. It's just... So I don't know... I don't know where I was up to. I think I did try and record a whole heap of stuff and it wasn't working out, so I might just start from the bag. I think I said I was talking about my daughter and Disneyland and how this reminds me of my daughter at Disneyland because she really wanted to ride the Ferris wheel, and it just makes me smile because we went all that way and we spent a lot of time on the Ferris wheel because that was her favourite ride. I mean, we went around everywhere else and she saw all the parades and all the shows, and she's only 1.5, she won't remember it, but we weren't really doing it for her to remember it. We were doing it for us to see her take all that in, because it's just that wonderment in their eyes, and it's just so fabulous. So I'm hoping to book another trip to Disneyland. We're going to take all 3, so that'll be crazy. So my son hasn't been to Disneyland, and obviously Alex hasn't, so, and my daughter won't remember it, so it's pretty exciting. Alright, did I talk about the floss buddies? If I did, I'll cut this out. This is the floss buddy flip. This is what I'm keeping the my own design in, within our hearts. I already did a review of this, but I just am going to quickly show you again because I love this. So I keep all my duads in this pocket, and I keep my chart in there too, but I took that out because it blocks the view, and all my threads there. And you can see I've almost used all of this blue and all of this pink. So yeah, and there's the DMC conversion underneath. So I also just want to show you this because isn't that fabulous? Needle minder. Oh, not needle minder, needle threader. I love her. I love her. Roses on a sugar skull. Alright. So that's the floss buddy flip. 45 pockets. I love it. Best thing since sliced bread. This is my So Much Loved bag. Zelda. Even though I bought this years ago, was it years ago? I can't remember. From So Much Love, I only just got this, so this is Karina's from Bags Plus Floss Buddy with Karen, I'm pretty sure it is, from So Much Love's bag, and they match. Isn't that cool? That's is it 20 pockets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 pockets. And that just folds. I don't roll that. And it fits really nicely in here. Like, leave the floss in there, but it fits really well. So I'm really happy with that little bit of a matching set. I'm all about the matching sets. My Floss Buddy Pro. These are all new purchases. This is why I'm showing you. All set up. Floss Buddy Pro is for my Heaven and Earth design, the Santa stocking. And what I did, because I had Santa in here, like just a printout of it in paper, and when I opened this up, he had stuck to here, and all the ink and stuff had stuck to here, and I spent ages with a wet wipe, like trying to gently scrape it off. I was freaking out because I thought I ruined it when I first got it. So now I have a laminated sheet with all my symbols and everything, which is better anyway. I actually did that because of the next project, which was why I'd already laminated this, and I was pulling the other stuff out, which is when I noticed that it had gotten stuck. So if you're getting the Floss Buddies, be careful about your patterns that you put in here, because we'd hate for them to get pulled off. So there's 90 colours. This one has exactly 90 colours, so that's really convenient. The colour I'm using, because I do Santa by cross country, I'm clipping onto here, so I have easy access to it. I don't have to find it again. And there's all my notions. Gingerbread man. And the other purchase I had is I've got a green one, a blue one, and this red one from So Much to Love. Is a recent purchase from them for my scissors. I don't think I can get it out, so it's too hard. I'll just show you there. Yep. I like the ribbons on mine. I think that's just because I'm paranoid about floss getting caught in Velcro. But I also think they're pretty. So, because the Velcro is just Velcro. Ribbons are pretty. This was why I laminated the sheet. This is my, this is a 90 pocket. This isn't a Pro, this is just a 90 pocket. It's got the clip, and I have my, this one has Treasure Grade, or Krennic it should have, by substitute, and I ran out of printing, but I laminated this and hooked it on, which is why I'd laminated them, because this doesn't have a pocket to stick all that stuff in, or somewhere to stick all that stuff in. So I thought if I laminate it, it would be easy to see it all on one sheet. It's not going to get all banged up, and it will just hang in there with the floss. So, and it's amazing. Love Floss Buddies. She's doing a fancy floss one, which I originally bought a bunch of these for fancy floss, but I preferred the DMC in there. But she's designing a fancy floss one, so I'm super excited about that. This is my Snow White one. I have so many now. They're wonderful. I love them. Snow White. Love Snow White. Original Disney princess. This just has the DMC, like actual DMC collection in here. And this was auctioned by Michelle Benby. This is a scissor fob. It's a gnome, but let's call him a dwarf, hey? And he's going to hang out in there because I only have 3 pairs of scissors and they all have fobs. So I love the scissor fobs, but I don't have a huge collection of scissors. Yeah, so the Pro's the same. I haven't put anything in the back of this one. I'm going to have to rearrange this because I haven't left any spaces. So when I put it in numerical order. So when, like, this is 744 and that's 754, and let's say there was 750, would have to go in between there. So I'd have to move them all along. So I need to really look at rearranging them, but I don't have enough Floss Buddies. Like, this is my only 180. I don't have enough Floss Buddies to put the entire DMC collection in yet. So I was going to put fancy floss in there, and like I said, it didn't really work out. This is what I've decided to do instead with my fancy floss, because I had them all on a ring and it was getting tangled and it was irking me. So I just went to Kmart and I bought these. This is my colour and cotton, so I have a couple of different sets of them. This is colour and cotton all together. The greens have the greens, the pink has the reds and pinks. The blue has the blues, and the yellow is like the neutrals. So that's what I'm doing with them until Karina comes out with the fancy floss buddy, because I'm sure I will get that. So that's probably more of a green. I don't know. It's kind of neutral. It's kind of a neutral green. I might move it to the greens. Let's do that. Let's move it to the greens. What's it called? Frosted spruce. Let's move it to the greens. There. Oops. All my colour and cotton is from the Christmas pack. That's the first time I had colour and cotton. So that's why there's so much red and green and not very much of anything else. Actually, there's not much of everything because there's more of my colour and cotton. But I have an order placed for some colour and cotton because it's amazing. It's gorgeous. Plans. I don't even know where my list is anymore. Oh my gosh. This is my list. It's just chicken scratch. Plans. The diagonal stitching show thingy and tell. I don't know what to call it. How I'm getting rid of the lines on my comfort piece, the Heaven and Earth design, which I'm trying to stitch diagonally. I'm really sorry if you've been waiting for that. I really do plan to do it. It's just I can't really be interrupted when doing that. It's too hard. I think it's going to be too hard to edit it and chop and change it and really explain it eloquently. So I'm just hanging out for a day that is really going to be good for that, and I also need to put some more stitches in just to be 100% certain I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's still coming. It's definitely still coming. I have not forgotten. I will be doing that. Sorry, I'm very lost. Let's do bag plans. Oh, I don't know what I did with half of these. Not half of them. Well, yeah, half of them. There's one more. There's a pink one here somewhere, but I don't know what happened in all the chaos earlier. Bags Plus. She includes a little needle threader. Isn't that cute? I have a pink one too, and a couple of others because obviously I've ordered a few. So plans. I am planning to make some more bags. Excuse me. To put up in my shop. I have a new idea. Well, what's the word? It's evolving. I have an addition to add to these bags. It's not on this one. This is one of the other ones. But all the future ones will have it. So I'm really excited to show you that. I'm just waiting for the supplies to come in for me to do that. So this is how my bags are. They're quite similar to the So Much Love bags, but they're a little bit different. And they're similar to Emily's bags, but I think I'm not sure, I think hers might be closer to the So Much Love. So mine, like the top, I don't know if you'll be able to see it with this one because it's black. So that's the top material, sort of overlaps there a little bit. And it doesn't have an internal pocket, whereas mine are sort of more, it's just the back fabric on the back with that as the top, and I have an internal pocket. So that's just a very minor difference. Emily was the first one to make a bag like this that I saw. It was before I discovered So Much Love. I saw Emily from Eclectic Possessions was making the bags, and I loved them. She wasn't selling them at that point. She was just making them for herself. And then I started making them for myself, and then she started selling them, and then I found So Much to Love, and I like to support everyone. Like Karina, I buy her bags and stuff, and So Much to Love, I buy her bags, and I was going to buy one from Mama Joan. There's a cool chicken one made by Mama Joan. I like to support everyone. So, yeah, and it takes me a while to make them, so I just like things from everywhere. So, but anyway, this is the basic design of mine. I make this ribbon sort of thing. I get cording and put ribbon over it and sew that in and stuff myself, like I color coordinate it, and I put this pocket, and it has like a coordinating fabric or a fabric that I think looks pretty. I like the pockets to stand out. I don't like them to just have a plain neutral fabric in them. I think it's cooler if they've got, you know, something a little bit more interesting. So this one's been in the works for ages, like a long time, because I had a big break from sewing because of pregnancy stuff. So this is going to be the main fabric. So like that and that sort of fabric is these really cool birds. I really love birds, if you didn't know. Aren't they cool? I'll go that way when I cut it out. Aren't they beautiful? I love them. And then I want the inside fabric, and the linings I like to be kind of special too. I don't think it's really been showcased in like this bag as much. Like that's pretty. It's got those little hearts. But this is the lining I want with these birds. So you see, that's the lining there to go with them. And then the top is this. So that's sort of all of it together. I zoom in there. It's going to be really pretty. I just need to really get on and make it. Oh, and the zipper. The zipper is going to be a blue, so that'll be in between this. And then, the internal zipper is going to be the same blue, and that's going to be the ribbon that I make it out of. So, yeah. It's exciting. So I really need to get on and do that now that, I'll tell you, I had, one of the things I had with this pregnancy was I had a twisted pelvis. That's what they told me it was. So I was in a lot of pain. And sitting and standing and doing all that sort of stuff, sewing, it just wasn't happening. Even stitching really wasn't happening, and I was just exhausted. So, yeah. So I've got that. That's a plan for bag making. And then this is the exciting stuff. So, in honour of Magical Stitches, I found some beautiful fabric. I'm gonna try and get some more. You ready? You love it? I love it. I've seen it before, but this is the first time I found it because in Australia, this is harder. So that's going to be the main fabric. Let me open it up a little bit more. Main fabric. And then the top of it, hopefully this shows, yeah, I think it does. See the glitter in that? So that's going to be the top. So, main top, main top, and this will be the pocket too, most likely. And then my lining is that. It's going to be good, yeah? I'm going to find it hard not to want one of these myself. It's going to be beautiful. So I bought this fabric. I have a bunch of other fabrics that have sort of, I bought previously with, I've got actual zips and stuff ready to go for them, but I can't resist, especially with School of Magical Stitches going on. I have to. And then this is stuff I bought a long time ago again, like when I was making these bags. This bag, I bought this stuff, but because it really fits the School of Magical Stitches, I'm going to make them too. So these will be the next ones after that. I'll try and release them all together. Upside down. Look. Voldemort. Umbridge. Draco. Dementor. Snape. Yeah. Main. Top. Top. Yeah. Pretty cool. The dark mark. And then lining. This will be the pocket too. And lining. Voldemort, Dark Lord. That's it. I am up to no good, it says. I am up to no good. Harry Potter. Yeah. Cool, hey? Cool? I like it. And then put these behind me. So I got this fabric. Let me open it up a bit. You love it? I love it. And so that's the main fabric, and then I have 2 linings. These are sort of interchangeable. So this could go up the top, or it can be a lining. So let me show you that. It's the Houses, Love Good, Deathly Hallows, Snitch, Dobby, and I have Snitch as well. So I mean, like, I could do Snitches up the top, or I could do this one, sort of. Up the top. That's not showing, is it? Here we go. Ugh. Well, that up the top. Either would be cool. And then I also have this one. So one of them's sort of going to be a Harry Potter themed, more Quidditch, because that's going to be my lining. And this will definitely be the top for that one. So yeah, so they're my bags that I have in the plans, and all of them are going to have that new addition that I'm adding to it. So I'm excited to show you that once it's done. I don't have the actual supplies so I can show you yet, so I'd rather just wait until then. So yeah, I'm excited. More plans, more purchases. So let's do purchases without plans to begin with. Let me get everything out. So I bought 2 Love You More Studio Co. Not as big a mess as that is. I bought 2 Love You More Studio Co. Sleeves because I could not resist this one. I got a standard one and I got a large one. The next one's a large one. Isn't it wonderful? Oh, and that's a sparkly thread up the top. Isn't that cool? Like, it sparkles. It's a glitter metallic thread. Really cool. Love it. I thought you got one of these in each of them, but my kids, they were home when the package came. I let them, silly me, help me open it, and then they started fighting over them. So I don't know whether that got lost. So I don't know if you're supposed to get 2 or if you just get 1, but I just got the 1 because my kids may have lost the other one. So I have that, which is pretty awesome, and I've just been putting the stuff I want to show you guys in there. The other thing I got was a Colour in Cotton subscription. So I'll take these out of the packet. And you know what else I bought? Probably way too big, but I bought some card so that I could actually show you stuff properly. So let's bust that out and see if it works. I bought a card and I'm dropping stuff. So I bought a card so I can show you stuff properly. Because after my last attempt, I was a bit embarrassed. Okay, here we go. Colour and Cotton colours. Is that working? I can't see. Yes, it is. What do you think? Are they beautiful? Do you want to know what they're called? Do you? No? Sure? You do? I have Bronze, Medieval, I can't say that, Poseidon, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be like a poison. I don't know. I can't say that. Lilac. I can say that. And I think that was sea glass. Yeah, sea glass. I love them. Alright, let's see if I can put them away. Colour and cotton, you are the best. I can't say that. They're not the best, but they're pretty dang up there. Now I've shown you I can put them in my little boxes. I've been hanging out to show you. Alright, and then I know the first one's called almond, so I remember that. They're gonna fall, let's let them fall. Ooh. Aren't they beautiful? So that one's almond. Oh no, I got lipstick on my board. I can't say that either. Saraguro? I'm terrible. I sound like a dog, don't I? Saraguro? Scooby-Doo. Terrible. I butcher everything. Tuscan Sun. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. Even in this light looks beautiful. Vintage Valentine. And Lapis. Colour and cotton. Can't wait. Ooh, almond's gone. Almond made a run for it. Oh, so did the Saraguro? I don't know. What do I do? I don't know. It's embarrassing. Okay. Crafty Kitten. October 2018 limited edition. Are you ready? Let's get my card out. Will this work? Which is new trial. Okay. Can I do it? Ooh. Isn't it beautiful? The light's not great anymore. It's really not great there. There we go. I love it. I love it. It's the other side light. Let's flip her over. There we go. I love it. I'm in a funny mood. I'm exhausted. Yeah, October 2018. Can't wait to put something on that. I have so much of a collection of things to do now. I think I'm building my retirement plan. I don't know if that's going to work because, like, even in the last few years, sorry, crinkle, let me finish crinkling. Even in the last few years since I've been stitching, because I haven't been stitching for that long, really. I started doing long stitch as a kid when I was 20. My then boyfriend, I visited his parents because we were pretty serious, and there was like they lived in the country and there's a little craft shop there, and I bought some little cross stitch. I can't remember if she gave me a little one first or if I just was there and I bought some. I think she might have given me a little one, and I fell in love. But I finished a bunch of little ones. I went to this craft shop and I bought some really big really big kits. And one of them I got almost finished. It was Bluey's boots. I can't remember the designer, but I'll insert a picture. So Bluey's boots, I almost got that finished, and then I lost it in a move because we moved so much, and I was really disappointed, and I sort of didn't pick it up again for a while. And then I had a knee operation, and I found Heaven and Earth Designs, and I bought my first one of them, and I stitched up most of that. Well, no, I didn't stitch up most of that. I stitched up almost 3 pages worth, which was a fair chunk. and I was doing it 2 over 1 on 25 count, and I got really, it was hurting me, pushing it through, it was hurting my fingers, and I put it away. I've still got it, I should pull it out and show you. It's got, like, I've been using the fabric as scrap fabric, and it's just this corner of, like, epic stitching in the corner. So I sort of threw that aside. It wasn't until my daughter was born that I went back and looked at Heaven and Earth Design. So now we're looking at 2014, so 5 years ago, that I went back to Heaven and Earth Designs and I found the Santa, the Christmas stocking, and I bought that. But my husband was away at sea a lot, and I had a little baby, and I was back at work, so I didn't have a lot of time for stitching, even though I loved it. When I went on maternity leave with my son, waiting for him to be born, I picked it up again. I'd only done about a page and a half, I think. Picked it up again, got a whole heap done, fell back in love with it, and then that's when I discovered chatelaines. That's when I bought my little workshops and all that sort of stuff, because I wanted to learn specialty stitches. I found YouTube, Mrs. Milky Bar Kid, so now we're looking 2016. Found Mrs. Milky Bar Kid, was watching all of her videos all the way through, just completely fell head over heels back in love with cross stitch. Hadn't used overdyes or anything until my chatelaines, my little workshops came, started using overdyes, fell in love with them, Heaven and Earth released their stitch along, in which I used silks for the first time, fell in love with that, and then I just went crazy. But my tastes, even since 2016, which was Heaven and Earth Designs, to now, which is only 2.5 years later, they've already changed a lot. So, long story short, my big collection that I have of stuff, as my tastes are changing, I think I'll be covered, because I still love everything I have, but will I choose to stitch some of that over some of the new stuff that I've gotten? Because I'm a BAP person. I like big projects that take a long time. I love it. But they take a long time. So will I get to them? I don't know. I hope I will. I hope I will. Anyway, I've invested a lot of resources into it now. So, but I'm in love, and now I'm designing my own stuff. So I'm just, there's my journey, cross stitch journey. Segue. So Crafty Kitten. Crafty Kitten. I just got to find my order, because I've got to remember what the mystery box was called. And I pulled it up earlier. Way earlier, like lunchtime. So the October limited edition was when I got the Hansel, and the October was when I got the November mystery box called Hansel and Gretel. Cool. So we'll remember that. The fabric I have, so this is where I'm segueing slightly into plans, because I've already picked this fabric to go with a design that I've got kitted. So now it's actually kitted. So the fabric I got was called Gingerbread, which is here. I don't know if I need my giant piece of cardboard to show you this, but this is Gingerbread. It's really nice. 40 count. I buy the small mystery box. It's only 9 by 12 inches, 40 count, so it's just a little piece. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. And I buy this because I'm sort of getting the mystery box for the mystery, and I'm a BAP person. Even the biggest fabric won't always cover some of my BAPs, so I figure I'll do smalls on them. And if I love the fabric, like I do this one, which is Haunted, which was the Headless Horseman mystery box, which must have been October's, because this is November's. I'm going to pull this out again because I was really grumpy when I showed you last time, and it's so beautiful. So I was tossing up between these two fabrics for this project, and I think I'm going to order a really big piece of this. If Dawn will let me. I don't know if I still can. Can I? I know that when you buy the mystery box, you can always reorder the fabric, but is that still into the new year, or is that just over that mystery box year? Don't know. I'll have to ask her because I really want it. Another piece of this. I love the mottling on it, I think. So this is the project. This is going to be a really long video, guys. This is the project which I showed a long time ago that I bought, and I bought it with these threads. So I asked my husband which one he thought I should use, and he picked the one that don't worry about that. That was mine. And don't worry about that. He picked the one which I was leaning towards, which is gingerbread. I'm leaning towards gingerbread. But I thought that this would be pretty too. So, like, that will be pretty. And what I'm going to do, and I'm going to actually, so that's Haunted, which was the Headless Horseman mystery box. But I think I want it on this fabric. It's just a little warmer. And I really want this blue to pop, like pop, 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 pop. It won't pop as much on there. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do the hand. How can I do this? So the hand is going to be in that colour. So that's, ooh. Alright, let's just show you. I'm no good at this, am I? I get myself all in a fuddle. So, let's do it like this instead. So my hand's going to be that colour, and the bird is going to be these two colours combined. So, it's getting close. The bird's body is going to be blue. The bird's head is going to be red, that red there. And then the bird's wing is going to be red, and then the bird's tail is going to be blue, and then these are going to sort of alternate between red and blue. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do the words in yet. It'll be a red. And I think what I decided was I was going to do that in red and that in blue. So red, blue there, words. And that's all going on this fabric. So that's my new start. Which I'll do once I finish Sesame Street, I think. Which only has the rest of the sign, a very small amount of back stitching, and two characters. So not much. It's not much. They're only little. They're not. There's certainly no back. But still takes a while. It still takes me a while, especially because I'm using blended whisper. Tangles more. Anyway, that's Haunted. Let's put Haunted away, because I have problems not putting stuff away. That's that plan. So that's good. Let's just launch her behind me. So that was gingerbread, and I'm just going to keep it out because I want to show you the threads I got with it. So this is the mystery box. You get two normal over-dyed threads, acrylic generally. I've always got acrylic, so metallic. They always just have numbers on them. They're never named. It's 21C. But it's this cool, like, chocolatey colour. It's Hansel and Gretel, remember? And then these two. So I've got classic coloured work grits and German chocolate. Aren't they beautiful? They're beautiful. Okay. And then I got these beads too. Now these beads, it seems like some of these threads, because I've got some of these mystery box threads, they come exactly the right time. Like, they really do. And these beads did. Because there's some, I'm certain, yes, there's some little black beads. This is a mix of beads. Let me just do this. So you see the big mix there? And there's black ones in there. There's a whole mix of heaps of different shapes, different colours. There's like long ones, like long skinny ones, big ones, normal ones, smaller ones. Just a big mix. Which is obviously kind of like candy, I suppose, which is what I think Dawn was thinking when she put it in the Hansel and Gretel box. But there's some black ones in there. So I'm going to pick 3 of them out and use them for Cookie Monster's cookies. So, just perfectly timed. Dawn. You just Crafty Kitten. Nearly a lot of them. There's like a Krennic Red that I got in a Red Riding Hood one that I was re-figuring out what I was going to do my Heaven and Earth stitch along, or Creatures Great and Small. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this as flames. That's perfect. So it's just, I don't know, seems to come at the right time. Alright. Oh, it needs to go. Oh well, fix that later. So now I'm slowly putting everything away. Oh, when I got my Love You More Studio box, to make sure it's still recording, I got this soap newt suitcase from Harry Potter, obviously. So it smells like soap, really, like really old school soap. I don't feel like it's heavily perfumed. This is the only one I've ever gotten, but it is perfumed, but I don't know. It smells like something from my childhood. Reminds me of my grandparents. I don't know. I'm not sure why, but anyway, so that makes me happy. Okay. Purchases. Like I said before, just then, Dawn Crafty Kitten, I just Facebook albums, and you say me please, and it has a price on there, and then she'll random number generate a winner, and then you pay for the item. And a lot of the time there's seconds and stuff. This was a grab bag, even though it was a grab bag. And I showed this not that long ago. Doesn't feel like that long ago anyway. Blue and grey, right? Pretty nice for a sky or something. I thought that's nice. That's a fabric that you can use for stuff. Like, that's not a really outrageous fabric that you find hard to use. But Lindy Stitches, I'm so happy that she's done so well, because I love her stuff. I love it, and I have for a long time. And I'm so glad it's doing well at Nashville. But I got this. A mother's heart is black and blue, bruised from loving, ever true. And it uses Gentle Arts Black Raspberry Jam, which is, I think, my favourite, because I keep wanting to buy it. So that's just meant to be. But look, the fabric's perfect. It's blue with greying bruises on it. It's perfect. And it's like the short side is perfectly sized for it. Like the long side's longer than it needs to be. But isn't that fabulous? So I bought that. I bought that PDF because I found it really hard to find someone that was in Australia that was buying Lindy Stitches Nashville. I hit up a couple of different shops and I just didn't get a response as to if they were going to stock it, like if they were going to go to her stall or anything like that. And no one had them on pre-order. So this one was the PDF, but then Tash, the Star-Crossed Stitcher, it's hot in here. My light's on. Tash, the Star-Crossed Stitcher, she went to Nashville. Super jealous. She went to Nashville. Pretty cool crinkle. And she picked up some. So tomorrow I'm hoping that I can catch up to the Crafty Frog, and she's going to bring, oh, that's a mess. Look at that. That's just a mess. And she's going to bring the charts. So I'm really happy about that, because I was finding it really hard. Okay, I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save all that in the end. We're nearly at the end, I think we are. I won this off Michelle Bendy's auction, which I was really happy about because I've loved this one. There's a couple others that are out of print that I would love, but I'm never able to get them. Or if I find them, they're just so outrageously priced. whole outrageously priced too. So, it's a full kit. It's in Anchor, and I like Anchor. I actually use Anchor Black instead of DMC. And some fabric. I don't know if I'm going to change that up, use that for something else, pick something for that one, change up my colours. I'm not sure. I was really after the chart, to be honest. And the threads and stuff were just a bonus. So, oh, what are we up to? Alright. We are up to Hands Across the Sea. Excuse me. I think this video is going to be really long. I'm waffling a lot. So this was the other Love You More Studio Co. sleeve that I got. It actually goes that way because there's the sign. Llamas with rainbow hair. Had like rainbow flowers in their hair. Love it. And this is the big one. And I want to get some more of these, but they keep selling out of the big ones before I can get them. So, what's in here is exciting. There's the pink one. Found it. Sassy Jacks. I ordered some stuff off them. I'm not showing you everything I ordered because this video is going to be too long. So I'll save some of this stuff for another time. I'll just show you plans. So I'm going to reshoot this little bit because I realised I just showed like the password and everything. So Esther Benson. Now I'm not showing the password. It's a little kit. So there's the fabric and everything. I'll insert a picture here. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. The fabric doesn't quite match, but that's okay. It's still going to be pretty. So that's actually a workshop taught by Nicola, and she runs you through the specialty stitches and stuff. So I thought that'd be kind of cool to do because I bought Esther. Now let's have a closer look now that I'm not going to show passwords or anything. Look. Actually, let's take her out. Should we take her out? It's glaring. That's more time. You guys stitching? I hope so. I'm sure you will tuned out if not. Stitching, drinking stuff, enjoying life. Moon, sun, that's what got me. I love pretty much everything about this, but moon, sun, I'm done. I'm done, look at them. So I have gone, to quote Bendy, I think she may have said this previously, I have gone full sampler. I don't know. I liked looking at everyone's work, but I never had an inclination. Like I always thought that their work was beautiful when they stitched it up, but I never had an inclination to stitch any of it myself. I didn't want to stitch these little motifs. I just wasn't so into it, but I am now because I am obsessed. I am obsessed, and it's because of Hands Across the Sea, 100% because of Hands Across the Sea, but it's not just like their samplers I'm now obsessed with. Oh my god, can I get that back in? Who knows? It's not just their samplers I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with all samplers. I love nearly every single sampler I see. I find something that I think is gorgeous and I want to stitch it. So I'm excited to start this. Now Michelle is doing a year of Hands Across the Sea next year. So I was thinking I'll do my little workshop this year and then I'll be ready to go for next year because so excited. I got this card too. So Hands Across the Sea do cards. I'm not going to show you the back because it's got the chart. It's actually the chart for the workshop, which is really handy. Really handy. Love it. So in my Love You More Studio Co, I have a piece of Silk Weaver, which has got me a bit crumpled, which I'm sad about now. But I have a piece of silk weaver, and I have never owned a piece of silk weaver before. And I like to own, like I say, I like to spread my love around. There's certain people that I love, like Crafty Kitten, Picture of This Plus, which I don't have a lot of Pictures of This Plus, but I love it. But I like trying all of them, all the different ones. So that's my fabric. It's not heavily mottled or anything, but it's pretty. I like it. It'll look good. So I have that, and I have all of the silks, because my first sampler, this is going to be my first sampler, like really. I gotta do in silks, don't I? And they had a sale at Sesame Jack's, so it was on sale. And look at the inside. Look at the inside. It's rainbows, and I want to show you this thread that they used to stitch around there. That's a rainbow thread. Like, attention to detail, guys. Pink thread, probably can't see it. Yellow, blue, pink, yellow, rainbow thread. Guys, Aginuz Studio Co. Attention to detail. Now, quickly, I just want to share. I'm making changes because I can. Now, one of the things I love about these samplers is that little girls stitched these a long time ago. Little girls and a couple of little boys stitched these a long time ago. In the grand scheme of things, probably not that long ago, but still a while. 1800 sort of thing. Sometimes even a little bit longer. But little girls, if they had access to rainbow threads and all sorts of threads, I don't know what it is. My daughter loves pink now. That's a thing. I loved pink when I was a kid. I don't know why. But I have, from previous little mystery boxes and stuff, oh, they're Krennics. But I only have 2. I thought I had 3 NPI silks. But maybe, yeah, I do. Okay. This is my giant collection. I have a lot of other silks because they're kitted in chatelaines. But anyway. So, I have these silks already. Pinks and purples and stuff. So what I want to do, and I might even incorporate like colours and cottons and random stuff. I don't know yet. But I have all of these. And I love bold, bright colours. I do. And I like the idea of like stitching some of these a bit bolder, a bit brighter, a bit more colourful, because some of them are based off the colours that are in the sampler now, and they're not the colours that the girls originally stitched with. And if they had had a beautiful pinks and purples, they probably would have grabbed them. I reckon Esther would have. So, some of these like flowers here, you see how they're sort of just faded into the fabric and stuff? Now I'm still going to use some of those colours, those faded in colours, because I think it's kind of cool. But I'm also going to add some of those flowers with these, like these beautiful pinks and purples and stuff. And there is already purple in there. And there's some beautiful blues and stuff. I might even, probably not the blues, because there's blue everywhere. So I don't need to add any extra blue. But maybe I'll change out some blues. Maybe there'll be less blue when I do it. I don't know yet. But I know that these little beauties, definitely the pink, probably all of them will be going into Esther. So that's it's my little Sharia-fi Esther. We put them back because I'm not ready to stitch her yet. I have other stuff I need to get done. But next year, Michelle, we should stitch all that. You were already going to, so I'm just going to join in the fun of stitching all of the hats with you, because I have a couple now. I showed you 4 that I have in the last one. And I have Esther, and I also have 2 more here. So, oops. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Okay, we're almost done. Everyone that's getting weary. I wanted to just let you know, Sassy Jacks, when I bought from them as well, sent me a needle And they also sent me this little card. And they sent me a little ruler, which I can't see here at the moment, so I'll show you that next time. So this one, let me just make sure I'm not going to show off anything I shouldn't be showing off. Alright, I'm not sure where the thing is for this one. So I've got another workshop. I don't think it's on here. So that's it there. This is based off Sari Mary Lakeworthy. Because I got that one. This one's out of print, I think. It came with everything. It even came with, just want to make sure, I feel like I'm going to show you something I shouldn't have. It came with the silks, it came with like the batting, is that what you call it? The fabrics, it came with everything you need. And they sent me a needle, so literally everything you need to stitch this. And again, it's a workshop to teach you how to do some of those stitches. And to be honest, these beautiful satin stitches, I'm going to just start throwing them in stuff because I love them. I haven't even stitched them yet, but I love the look of them. I love them. And then I've got this one. And this one, I was actually thinking of doing, when I originally saw it, I wanted to put it on a really dark fabric and then brighten this up. So leave the white that's in there, but make it so that whatever these colours I stitch it in really pop. And even if that's pinks and greens and random colours and stuff like that, that's what I wanted to do with this one. Oh my gosh, stuff is falling. So I'm not going to take this one out because I think you can see it pretty good. Isn't she fabulous? And what do you think? Dark fabric? I don't know, I could stitch it the way it is, it'll be beautiful, but I don't know, it's an idea. I thought it would be cool. There's heaps of satin stitches in that. Heaps. Alright. The last thing. Literally, I promise. The last thing I want to show you. In Michelle's last video, I don't know, you must think I'm a real creeper, Michelle. I'm sorry. Like, I just really respect you. I really, yeah, I'm not trying, I'm just gonna shift you with you, something there. I'm not a creeper, I promise. I seem like a creeper. But, I haven't been keeping up with that many Flosstubers, and Michelle probably the only one I've been keeping up with, so she's the only one I'm talking about. She's gonna do one in sparkly thread. It was Sarah Dawes. I pulled that up too, because then you won't forget. And I thought that was such a good idea, and I really hope you don't mind if I steal your idea. But we should do it, let's do it together, and then it's less like that I'm stealing it, because we're doing it together. It's like a collaboration, but it's all your idea. To stitch Hands Across the Sea, which is Sarah Daw, which I'll insert a picture of in a all in sparkly thread. Yes, please, sparkles. Give me sparkles. So, I think Sarah Daw is probably the best one to do. So, I don't have her. So, I have to order her. What a shame. But I thought this one would work as well. Like, it's a close second to sparkly thread. What do you think, Michelle? What do you think? Should we do different ones in sparkly threads, or should I get Sarah Daw and we can do it together? I'm worried about the grass in this one. I think the other one lends itself more better, and I really think that blue flower in the top will look amazing in sparkly threads. So that's why I kind of want to buy that one for it. But these red flowers would look really cool too in sparkly threads, and so would this house. Can you imagine a giant sparkling house? Yes, please. So if I do, see, I wasn't smart enough to think of sparkly threads. I was going to put it on opalescent fabric. One of them. I don't know which one. I was going to put one on opalescent fabric, but I like the idea of sparkly threads more, but I can't do sparkly threads and opalescent. It has to be a plain fabric. And I think it's going to have to be a really mellow fabric, really calm fabric. And then the sparkles just go crazy. That's what I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's the last thing I'm going to show you. I'm sorry I took so very long with this video. I have a lot of babbling to do. I'm in a weird mood. Stop and start all the time. I really, I keep forgetting to mention this. I want to do a giveaway. So for the one person that might still be here after this long, you're the only one that knows this is coming. I want to do a giveaway. I had sort of been hanging out for a 200 subscriber giveaway, and I was going to do like a double giveaway for like 100 and 200, blah, 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 blah. But I can't seem to hit 200 subscribers, maybe because I waffle for hours. No one wants to listen to me. But I get to like 99, I get to 99, I'm like, yes, I'm going to do a giveaway, it's going to be amazing. And then it went like 97, 96, 95, 90. I was like, oh, I said something bad. So, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't even care if you drop down to like 1 subscriber. I'm going to do a giveaway because I want to give something away. I've already ordered my prizes. I don't have them here. They take a while. So, I have a bunch of ideas. I wanted to make something, but I haven't been able to get around to making it. So I've ordered some stuff, and when they get here, I can give them out. So I'm going to do a giveaway. Hopefully I'll have them by my next video, and then I can show you, because I'd like you to. I don't want to say I'll do a giveaway and then you enter, and then you're unhappy with what you get. So I'm going to wait till I have the giveaway, show you, and then you can enter for it. So don't bother trying to enter now, because I won't be looking at this video for comments for it. And I wanted to quickly do some shout outs, even though I probably am out of time, but I really should do them because I've missed shout outs. I have shouted out Vonna, Twisted Stitcher, before, but I wanted to shout her out again, because Vonna inspires me, not just with stitching. She inspires me as a person. She is the kind of mum that I would like to be. I don't know if I'm there, but her philosophy on life, I think is wonderful, and I would just like to be the kind of person that Vonna is. I really would. I want to be that kind of mother. I want to be that kind of role model. And I'd like to know as much as Vonna knows. I don't think I could, but she's just a wealth of knowledge, and I know she passes that on to everyone that she meets. She's just giving with her knowledge, and she just gives it out to the entire world, and I just think she's a fabulous person, and I just needed to shout her out again, because I think maybe watching her last couple of videos, and I could be off the mark here, but and maybe it's been a bit rough for Vonna recently, and I just want her to know, I doubt that she'll watch this, but if you watch this, please let Vonna know that I think she is an inspirational person, and I'm really happy that she has found something that's working for her and making her happy, and I just wish her everything wonderful in this entire world. So that was my first shout out. The second shout out I have is just to Jan Hicks Creates, and she's just a laugh. Like, I just love, she settles me a little bit listening to her. She's calm. She has a beautiful love of colour in what she does, a really good sense of humour, and just a really good outlook on life. And I want to live in Hawaii. I want to live in Hawaii with you, Jen. I want to come stitch with you on the beach. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's that. And the last shout out I had, and I can't believe I haven't shouted this out. I may have already shouted this person out. But if I don't think I have, and I can't believe I haven't, is Tess Stitches. And let me just double check, because I know she's changed her name before. I'm just subscribed to her, so I just find her that way because I get notified. You got my bell, Tess. My bell pops up. Sometimes I'm like, number 1 view. I'm excited by that. I'm like, yes, number 1 view. Tess Stitches. She is doing. I'll just double checking that I've got the right name. It's slow. The internet. What's going on with the internet lately? She's doing this Heaven and Earth. Yeah, it's Tess Stitches. I'll link her anyway. She's doing a Heaven and Earth design, and she's broken it up so that, you know, those like big pictures, paintings, or prints or whatever that you have that are like, there's a small one and then a bigger one and then a really big one and then like back down to the like medium one and then the small one again. They're sort of offset on different angles and stuff, but it's all one image broken across, and it takes up like a whole wall, and it's this big statement piece. She's done that with a Heaven and Earth design. So she's cropped and she's just stitching what she wants to stitch in pieces, and then I assume that she'll put them up in the wall in pieces that way, is what I'm assuming. But she is on fire. Like, she's just like holding up this giant thing, and she's like, yeah, this is my progress this week. And I'm like, oh my God, that's incredible. So, and like, she's on Instagram, and she's like, 300 and something stitches today. And I'm like, you go, girl, you go. I can't say that, can I? Get away with that. But yeah, you're like, congratulations. I'm going to try that again. So yeah, like, Tess Stitches, go check out her Heaven and Earth design. I'm feeling in a better mood now. The kids have all stayed asleep. Oh my gosh. Whew. So, Tess Stitches, Heaven and Earth design. It's all in these beautiful purples at the moment. It's looking really good. So, you're killing it. That's it. I think purchases, I wrote giveaway down, so I didn't forget. Shout outs. I didn't talk about some things in the design, but I'll do that next time. That's fine. Yes, that's everything. So, oh my gosh, it's late. It's late. My husband's almost finished work. It's 9 o'clock, so he'll be home at 10. So I might put some food on for him, maybe, or I'll preheat the oven soon for him. And pack all of this up. Anyway, thank you again. I'm sorry for the craziness and my babbling, but as always, have a great time stitching. So, bye everyone. See ya.